Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm here with Trace and Amanda to do a little talk show. And Trace, who played a lot of sports in his life, but mainly football, as well he did in college. And Amanda, who played volleyball for her whole life. So we're gonna talk a little bit about what keeps them in this healthy lifestyle, because a lot of people were really questioning about what I do to keep disciplined about it and to start and all of that. So I'm just gonna ask some people that took a different lap than I did, so you guys can have different perspectives about the same subject. So hello, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
That's my say, okay, Amanda?
Hi, guys.
Let's first start asking. So, okay, Trace, let's go first with you because you are American. He's an American guy, so that's probably gonna be something in common with you all. And so, how sports started in your life?
I just started playing in high school and a little bit before that, and it was just a way. It began as like a way to just meet friends and like be part of something instead of just like going to school and not having anything afterwards. So it started out as a way just to like make friends, basically.
Yeah, and did you start with football or?
Yeah,
what?
well, I started out with cross country, and then after cross country, I did football, and I played basketball during all of that. Like basketball was during the winter, and I never had anything going on, so yeah, just played basketball. Started with cross country, and then football I was pretty good at, and I liked it the most, so I stuck with that until the very end.
Yeah. So I know that you were very, very skinny when you did when you did track.
Yes.
And how did you put weight in? What made you really disciplined about that and like willing to actually do everything to play football?
Yeah, so I think that kind of just comes down to like a personality thing. So like with me, whenever I start something, I want to be the best at it. Mm-hmm. And at the time when I was super skinny, I was running cross country, so my main goal was to be as fast as possible. So I just didn't eat. And then I got a little taste of football, and I was like, oh, this is more my lifestyle. I like this way more. So then I just started eating and working out, and the weight just came on. I don't think I was meant to be skinny, so it was pretty easy for me.
That's great. Amanda.
Hello.
Now about you. How did your sports life started?
Well, whenever I was like 8 years old, my cousin used to play volleyball, and she was always at practice. And me and my sister were like very jealous about her because she had like a bunch of friends and all that. So we asked our parents to enjoy the team, and then that's how we started. From there, it was just like a passion.
Yeah.
Like volleyball brought so many good things into my life that I cannot even like explain. Like one of the biggest thing was coming to the US and going to school here, almost graduating, and I think that was like the biggest thing that volleyball brought to my life, and also like a health lifestyle that is just wanting to be like in our best shape to play volleyball, because for some people they might be like, oh, I play volleyball and that's enough, I don't need to work out. But once you like work out and get ready like for the season, it's a whole different thing. Like your body accept more like the pressure, I would say, of practicing every day and going hard every day, so you don't get like as tired as you were gonna get like if you would. So I think that was like the best thing for now, because I literally changed my habits whenever I started like going to the gym, changed my I started eating clean. It was just different because I saw the difference whenever I wasn't working out as much and I was eating like a bunch of junk food. My body was just getting like so tired. And then now that I work out every day, that I on my diet, it's just different. Like my body can handle like both just fine.
So you both are kind of working out for in the future probably compete as bodybuilders, and this is like a totally different thing that I do, because I know that for doing that you need to have a really strict diet, and everything needs to work in the way you planned on. And most people ask me, how do I keep disciplined about my healthy lifestyle? And actually, like, my healthy lifestyle is way easier than what you guys do. So I wanted to ask you both, like, what keeps you motivated and disciplined about doing that?
Can we take it? I'll start on it. So for me, it's it's a long-term goal. It's not anything that's going to happen within like a couple years. Like, it'll be, 4 years or so. But I think the thing that keeps me disciplined is just like that end goal. Like, I don't think I've said this to you or anything, but it's like I already imagine, even though I'm just starting out, like, I imagine myself walking across like the biggest stage, and getting first place, and all the stuff that comes with it, like sponsorships and free stuff and all that kind of stuff, so it's like it's like I kind of want to get to that main stage. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go.
You want to be the best.
I'm gonna go 100% on it until I either don't make it or I kind of realize this isn't for me. Because I think bodybuilding, a lot of people think, you can just eat food, and depending on which route you take, you can, just take drugs or whatever, and like testosterone or something like that. But it comes down to just like genetics as well. Like, if you don't have the genetics, then you're not going to make it, So just making it to that big stage and winning really is just kind of what keeps me going. That's what
you aim for.
That's that's the end goal. That's the end goal.
What about you, Amanda?
Well, for me, what motivates me is just how I feel with myself whenever I'm on a diet. So let's say, like, whenever I was weighing like 180 pounds, I was pretty heavy, and I wasn't like fat. I had fat on my body. I was kind of fat, but I wasn't feeling good with myself. I would look in the mirror and I'll be like, Jesus, that's not what I wanted to look. So from there, I decided to change. And then now I look at myself, like, some days, depending on the day, like, I would be like, oh, you. But I feel so much better whenever I eat clean, whenever I go to the gym, because when I don't do that, it's like I'm not doing it right. So when I do it right, it makes me feel good. Like, I look at the mirror and I look good. I think I look good, and then from there it's just
it makes you feel good with yourself. Like,
it makes me feel
and all of that.
And that also makes me like be a better person, I would say, because whenever I don't feel good with myself, I get really moody and I don't talk. I just get like really upset. If you talk to me in the wrong way, I'm just gonna give you a look, know. And it's just part of my life now. Like, if I decided to not go to the gym, like, for example, like in the middle of the week, it's like I didn't get everything done. I feel
like you're missing something.
Yes. So I kind of like feel the need to go to the gym every day and be on a diet every day. Like, some people might think that it's like a crazy thing to do it. But for me, it's like a therapy, honestly. Like, I go to the gym, and whenever I'm there, I don't think about anything else but like working out.
I really understand that, because for me, it's really a therapy as well. I think you used the perfect word, because I feel so angry and so I don't want to do anything. Like, I don't feel in the mood for like going out and all of that when I'm not working out, and it just messes up my whole life. It's not only about like exercising or anything like that. It's just about me like feeling good with myself and feeling good energy. I feel when I work out, I feel like I have much more energy to spend my day,
And
to
when
do
you
my
eat
stuff.
healthier, too.
Yeah. So I think those two things go so well together. I think it's really rare to see someone that like really loves and work out every day and don't do a diet.
Yeah.
Like don't eat well.
Yeah.
Because it just like when you do something, like when you do a sport, when you go to the gym, you just feel like I want to eat something good.
Yeah.
Like your body just asks for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane for me because sometimes I'm like on the gym and I'm like, oh, I really want a fruit now. I really want a salad. Like it just, you aim for it.
Yeah.
Your body like starts to talk to you somehow.
Yeah.
Which I think is really a really nice thing too. And it also helps us to like keep moving towards it because your body just wants more and more about that.
And once you see the results, so like whenever I was eating 180 pounds and then I came back like with 150 or 145, something like that, like just show myself that I can do, like if I'm I have discipline, and if it's something that I want to do it, like I would do it. And whenever I was 145, I looked at myself and I was really proud of me. And from there I was just like, okay, this is for me. Like, and I like it doing. Like some people might think, oh, you're just gonna eat these like chicken, rice, and whatever. I'll be like, yes. And this food tastes good, you know. It's not like I'm eating, because like whenever
it's
you
not
eat
like
pizza,
you need to be forced to do something,
and like
right?
whenever you eat pizza or like anything that it actually tastes like really good, it's gonna be good for that moment whenever you want it to eat. But then after I eat like a whole pizza, I'm gonna feel good for the first 30 minutes. After I'm gonna feel like oh gosh, I need to throw up. Oh, I'm feeling sick, you know. So I don't have that need anymore. Like, yes,
you used to, right?
Yes, like for now, like yes, sometimes I crave like ice cream, but it's not like, oh, I need to have that, otherwise I'm gonna be
And do you allow
crazy.
yourself to have it when you crave it, or not really?
Because
I do.
On the weekends, whenever I have a cheat meal, because like during the week I like stay on my diet like 100%. So whenever I like eat something like a junk food on my cheat meal, like I can eat like whatever I want. So I would eat like ice cream or whatever. And it actually tastes better whenever you don't eat like... Because whenever you eat every day...
It just makes it like, okay, it's common.
It's normal.
I eat every day.
Yeah. Once you eat like here and there, it's different. It tastes better.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like go out of your diet constantly? Do you...
Yeah, she is definitely more strict than I am on the diet. But it's also, we have like different goals and goals in sight. So you're trying to be more lean and not trying to put on as much weight. So your diet's a little bit less, and you got to be more strict if you want to get there, because you're trying to lose weight. Well, like me on the other hand, I'm just trying to get as big as I possibly can, you know? So like for me, it's like I just make sure, you know, I at least eat most of the meat that I can, and then I don't really worry about things outside of that. Is just kind of, I can eat basically really whatever I want, because it's all, even if it's bad, well, it's going to still help me put on weight, you know? So I'm not as strict on it, but just different goals in sight. Yeah. And then one thing I was going to say too is, while you guys were talking about like going to the gym, like afterwards, like your body kind of feels like, wow, you want to eat healthy, like salads or stuff like that. Well, I think the body is really adaptable to like whatever you feed it. So if you're just eating like pizza and ice cream and everything like that, like your body's going to work, obviously, but your body is also going to just take like what it actually needs, and then it's going to store the rest, and it's not going to work as well. Yeah. But if you're eating like, you know, all your vegetables and taking your vitamins and everything like that, your body is going to work at such a better level, and it's going to feel so much more efficient, and it's going to feel just like you actually have power, that like once you get that feeling, you really don't want to
miss it anymore.
Yeah, you really don't want to go away from it, you know? So it's just about giving your body really the right fuel, and you feel way better.
Yeah, I agree with that because Amanda knows that. I don't know if you know, but I had a thyroid problem, so I had some hormones problems in the past, and I gained so much weight. And like with that, I just, like I was like, okay, I do everything and nothing's working, so I might as well just don't do anything because it doesn't work. But it actually, when I started like to not eat well and do everything well, even though I was like with all my hormones crazy, it made me worse. Like it made me really sad. I would cry every week. I would be like a really depressed person, I would say. I don't really know like if there is a real connection between like really eating junk food and that kind of stuff with depression, but that's what happened with me. Like I was eating pizza almost every day, and like I wouldn't care. Like I would eat anything, and I just became so depressed. I would cry for anything, and it was really sad. I actually agree with you that our body like understands. It gives us like what you give it what it needs, and it gives us back. It gives us energy and the power to kind of like you feel in control of what you're doing at the time.
No, like a lot of people thinks that she works out because she wants to look good. It's not just about that. Of course, like we want to look good, but or healthy, it's on play too, because like you have thyroid problems like I do.
You
too.
do too, yeah.
So whenever I started with my diet, like my thyroid was, I could control my thyroid like way easier, like just with the food, you know. So I think it's not just about looking good, it's about you're healthy too.
Yeah, because when we think about the future, like I want to be like hiking and doing stuff with my children and grandchildren. Like I want to be able to enjoy life with them and still be healthy. Yeah. I see that like on my parents, which is something that I really love from them. Like we go hiking, we go to waterfalls in a lot of places, and they just have enough health and energy to do that, right? Yeah. Because they took care of their health since they were really young. Yeah. So I think, like, for me, that's one of the things that really motivates me, because I really want that life for myself and for my family. Yeah.
I think that's, like, a pretty good point, too, where, like, if you have parents that live that lifestyle, it motivates you to like live that as well, because you like see like, oh wow, he's 50, and he's still doing really well, and then I think like for me it's the exact opposite, because my parents and like the Weatherford side, my last name, they're not very healthy at all. And so like my father's overweight, my mom's overweight, my sister's overweight, like everybody's overweight. And I saw that like growing up, and I was like, I don't want to be like that, like at all. Like I don't even want to come close to that. So it kind of like motivated me to not be
like you were motivated for the opposite.
Exactly.
Side of it.
Yeah. Like they motivate me, like they don't know it obviously, but like they motivate me not to be like that, even though even though they are like that. And hopefully maybe down the road I can change that for them, and kind of show them the right way
that
to do it,
they could go to another way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a really important point you made, because I think it's a dangerous road as well. Like for example, your parents had this habits, which thankfully you took like on a good way, and we're like, oh, I'm gonna work out, I don't want to get to this point, I want to take care of my health. But I have a friend that lived the same situation as you did, with parents that did not have health habits, and she actually got a lot of eating disorders because she was like, I do not want to get in this point. And she would like eat and throw up, and she would like force herself to not eat and be like really hungry, which is something that made her like unhealthy. And I think that when we think about ourselves, we need to think that we are actually also influencing other people. Like you probably do influence your parents as well, and you probably do influence your sister and like Amanda and most people that are around you, which is something that we I'll need to think, because people are like, oh, those people are influencers and they shouldn't do that. But we are all influencers somehow. Like, we influence someone's life. Yeah. And we all need to think about that with being more careful about that, because we can harm or help someone's life.
It's more like motivating them to take the same path.
Yeah, a healthy path.
Yeah, because like my sister, whenever I started and then I lost like 30 pounds.
Yeah, she did start it
and then
as well,
she
right?
saw it, like the results. She was like, oh gosh, like I'm gonna do the same. So now she's like into the gym, into diet and all that. Like, so it's more like a motivating thing. Because
when people have reached out to you.
Yeah, like a lot of people like reached out to me like, hey, what are you doing? Like, are you doing with a coach and all that? So it's more like...
I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. And like 3 other friends did too. So it's like, we know that once you have like the results like I had, like you're gonna motivate people to do the same.
Yes.
And I think that's a good thing, because if it was like I see a lot of people on Instagram, like those influencers, like that they're really famous, like they motivate me. You know, or even like people from the gym, that they motivate me like as well.
I'm tired and I'm like, oh no, I need to go because this person went today.
Yeah. So like the first day I started my new training, I had to do an hour of cardio, and then I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, if my friend can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah, definitely do that. There's like times whenever I work out with somebody, they won't know it, but like I'm in a competition with them.
Yes, I'm like, always in a competition.
Like they have no idea, but like they're motivating me, and I like in my head I'm just like, okay, so you did this amount, all right, well
I'm gonna do double it.
Yeah. Guess what, bud? I'm gonna go up a little bit heavier, and I'm gonna do it for like the same whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I hate working out with Amanda, because I can't compete with her. Yeah. But I do that actually. Like I love working out with people because it just makes me work way harder. Yes. Yeah. Like running, I hate running. Honestly, I hate running. Like I can't. I don't know. I wasn't made for that. But if I run with someone, I'll be like out of breath, and I'll be, okay, I'm going more. If you're going, I'm going more. And I never stop. Yeah, it is really good to have someone by your side that actually pushes you more.
He pushes me a lot.
Yeah. I bet you both push each other, because like when it's a bad day and you don't want to eat in the diet and you see her eating, it's like,
no, exactly.
Oh yeah,
it's
I
more
actually
like the
need
gym,
that.
like because he's really strict, like going to the gym, like if he needs, because we work out 6 days a week. And like whenever I was during season, I would be like, no, I'm so tired, I'm not going. And then he would be like, oh, I need to go. And then I made him wait like the whole day so we could go together. Yeah. And in my head, I was just like, okay, I'm going then, you know.
Because I made him wait.
Yeah. And even if you don't go, I'm still going. Yeah. You know, I'm just going to be pissed that you made me wait. Yeah.
And she's going to be like pissed with herself after that for not going. Yeah. So, to end the conversation, for people that want to start like a healthy life, in any way, like, because I said I am in a totally different path as you guys are. So to any start, like what is an advice that you would say to them?
Well, first, I think just start changing like slowly, not change like, oh, tomorrow, tomorrow I'm gonna be like 100% on this and go from there, because a lot of people get tired like really easily. So whenever they do that, I don't think they're gonna hate it, you know, like
they're gonna be like, oh, this is not for me.
Like, oh my god, I cannot eat this, you know, and then they're gonna get frustrated. So the first thing is like just start living a health lifestyle slow, because if you change from like, if you eat like pizza the whole week and then the next week you're gonna start eating like healthy, your body's not gonna understand. And also like to be patient, because a lot of people thinks that, oh, I want to lose weight for the summer, for example. And they think they're going to lose weight, like, in 3 months. No, it's a process. Like, it's going to take time. Like, I'm not even close to where I wanted to be, you know. So you gotta be patient. It's not something.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. It's not something that you're gonna wake up and then you're gonna look at the mirror and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
got it in one day.
I wish,
Yeah.
but no. Yeah.
What
that's
about
my
you?
advice.
What's your advice?
I would say if you think about it, like, your body is the most personal thing you have. So it's like, if you have that in control, well, then life in general just becomes so much easier, because you don't have to think about, like, oh, why is this hurting, or why is, like, what's going on, or you're not happy with yourself, or you look in the mirror and you're upset. Like, if you have that where you want it, then everything else becomes easier. And it would just be like, just to find your goal. Like, everybody's different. Like, our goals are probably pretty extreme compared to the average or normal person. So it's like, if your goal is to walk a mile every day, or is like, if your goal is to get to like 5 pounds less, well, then just start with that and go from there. You know, it's not, you don't have to change your entire life around. And like, that's what we chose to do. But like, if you're just, you know, just want to be happier, or you just want to look a little bit better, well, then that's a perfectly fine goal, you know, and just, you know, get that. And then once you get that, then you can go from there. And it kind of shows you, like, other things in life. Like, it doesn't, these little goals don't just have to be applied to the gym, you know. They can be applied to school, they can be applied to work. So it's just find your goal and get to it.
I agree. And and as I mentioned on the video I made, my advice would be actually finding something that you really like. Not like, oh, this person that I follow do this stuff and it actually looks good on her body. Like, it's, your body's not gonna be as anyone's body. Your body is unique. Exactly. It is unique. It is yours, and you gotta respect and accept that. So when you do that, you actually start to like it. And when you like what you do, you just feel comfortable in doing it every day and not getting tired of it. Like, they do something that I would never be able to do. And I think that you guys would not like to do like the way I do as well. Yeah. So it is really important to find out like what makes sense for me. And it doesn't mean that it makes sense for everyone. Yeah. You don't need to force anyone to be in the same style, in the same diet, in the same exercise, because most people judge other people because of their choices. Yeah. But like, there's no correct or wrong. Like, the thing is, get your body moving, good, eat well, and be happy. Be happy with it. Be honest with yourself, and that's it. I think that's all about it. Like, feeling good with yourself.
Yeah. I talked to this one guy at the gym who, like, his goal was literally, I want to go to the gym like 5 to 6 times a week so that I can eat whatever I want. Yeah. And like, that's his goal. Like, his goal is not even like to lose weight. His goal is not to
it doesn't mean that's worse and better than anyone else.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, everybody is all over the place. Like, this guy, he comes in and he trains hard. He kills himself. And like, I know, because he told me, it's like, he's doing that so that whenever he gets home, he can have eat whatever he wants. You know, like, that's his goal. So yeah, everybody is different.
Just find out what makes you moving, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for doing that. And bye.
Bye.